Snoop Dogg gets called out for handing out death row chains like candy, right? So you had Snoop Dogg giving Matthew McConaughey a death row chain. You know what I'm saying? He's an actor or whatever like that. You got people saying, man, that boy Snoop Dogg is just giving anybody a chain, right? Now, I believe death row will never be like how it used to be when it was Snoop Dogg, Tupac, Dr. Dre, you know what I'm saying, Suge Knight and all them. It will never be the same, right? That is in the past. Snoop Dogg is now the CEO of Death Row. I believe Snoop Dogg is probably trying to get Death Row out there, but the best way to get your label out there is to get an artist, right? Snoop Dogg has to find a artist who's big enough to blow and bring attention to Death Row, right? You passing out chains and talking about Death Row ain't gonna bring Death Row back. You actually need a artist to do that.
Hey, now speaking of Death Row, right? So, Snoopy Badazz, man, as y'all know, he didn't have his interview with Wack100 today, and this, that, and the third, man. And we gonna get into that, man.
This gonna make a mad right here. Wack.
Scary. Going down, baby.
It's that time, homie. Snoopy Badazz, Wack100.
Let's get right into it. As long as Snoopy.
Who said Snoopy ain't from the hood on foot? Hey, my winners, man. On Paul Roof. My Paul Roof. That way, nigga. First nigga here. You know what's going on.
My nigga know we go way back,
yeah,
bro.
We go way back.
You know what's up, nigga.
Paul Roof. Dead homies, blood. Name in the Hollywood, blood on Paul Roof. That's all.
Wait, blood. We out here, though, nigga. Man, me and Wack, we just did a classic-ass interview, homie. Y'all gonna love it. Snoopy.
Yeah, man. Y'all remember that nigga, man? The nigga Soldier Boy tried to put his arm around like he was good in the hood and this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? Yeah, shit. But yeah, that nigga, I probably run a clip for y'all too, as a matter of fact. But yeah, man. So I'm watching this Snoopy Badazz interview, right? And, a couple things stood out to me. You know what I mean? Well, Snoopy Badazz and Wack and Adam. You know what I'm saying? Wack was up there like, pressing him. Well, not pressing Snoopy, right? But he was, just getting some clarification on certain things. But it kind of came off a certain type of way. You know what I mean? We're going to get into it.
I already sent the paperwork to Snoop. He already responded.
Oh,
he should be getting the bad news tonight in the morning.
what's good, y'all? It's your boy Dance. We back with another one, man. A couple years ago, Snoopy Badazz was going to sign to Snoop Dogg. There was some paperwork out there on him. Sent it over to Snoop. Deal did not go down. Now Snoopy Badazz is coming up today for an interview with Wack to cover all of that. Then we're going to take a trip down memory lane, let you know what happened right after that incident went down. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Let's get to it.
Yo, that Snoopy Badazz interview is bad work. That come out tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
That's bad work. 12. Bad work. That nigga let me get in that laid back pocket. This here is gonna be epic.
Oh, man.
Media team, I suggest you go pull the old Snoopy Badazz interviews he's done on me up. There's a whole lot of content on this one that this gonna bring if you know how to work it right.
Right.
Cause
See how you talking, right? Now, in the interview, when they was in the interview and certain things was being brought up, right? And it was kind of like, it seemed like it was kind of like Wack was trying to have Snoopy come to Jesus moment, right? With Snoopy, nigga, he's a believer in the Most High, and nigga, he stand on something. You get what I'm saying? As far as spiritually and this, that, and the third. So I'm not saying like that, but I'm saying Wack was trying to like have him denounce his flag, and which he already did that as well. You know what I'm saying? He already tried to like, you feel me? But it was just, it was some tricky shit going on to where Adam even had to like you know, have Wack like damn nigga Wack ease up, cause it kind of like take away from that whole the way you know Snoopy Badazz the rebel smash it nigga I don't give a fuck whoop whoop. It kind of like this interview kind of like took away from some of that. Although nigga we know that nigga volatile nigga. You know, as would anybody be like in certain situations and facing hella scrutiny and this that and the third. You see what I mean? Like, nigga, Wack was up there telling he basically told Snoopy to his face that, nigga, gangbanging ain't for you. And, you know, this, that, and the third. The rules is the rules. And the way he talking, right, it's like, nigga, but leads me to believe he's still kind of like, you feel me? Like, he had an agenda, right? To, like, because you know niggas, once they see it, right? Once I seen the way Wack was talking to him up there, when Snoopy was up there on some, you know, he was trying to be political. And Wack was kind of like taking advantage of that, right? And one thing I gotta make mention of is that, you know, it's certain things you want to talk about with Snoopy, this, that, and the third that you do not want to talk about. You get what I'm saying? When it pertains to you. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, now I don't got no dog in that fight. Like, I feel like that's truthfully too, right? The shit that niggas be talking about, these petty disagreements, and they not necessarily petty, but they petty to the scheme of things, right? To, nigga, us getting it together for our people, whatever, nigga, unity, this, that, and the third. It just be crazy, but, you know, out of fairness, nigga, I gotta bring that up. But it was crazy, bro. That interview, like I said, it took, you know, and on one end, bro, I'm like, okay, the nigga, he being a man, he trying to right some of his wrongs or whatever have you. I'm referring to Snoopy Badazz, and he being political, but it's kind of like it bit him in his ass a little bit. But then, you know, the interview ended up going smooth, but I could just see niggas seeing the shit and being like, oh, nigga, you know?
He had a different outlook on life about what he ain't, what he can never be, why he can't be that. The things he did is say he can never do that.
What up, y'all? It's the Answer. We back with another one. This time we got Snoopy Badazz. He signed to Snoop. Him and Wack had past discrepancies. Now,
so as you can see, right, Wack is a diabolical nigga, man. He pulled that nigga up there to do that interview, right? Only to like poke holes in the nigga's story, right? And kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It was, like I said, bro, Adam had to step in a little bit, like, bro, like, nigga, you scrutinizing Snoopy for not following the rules, nigga, and this, that, and the third, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, basically trying to, like, give Snoopy an out, and it's crazy from somebody who's actually outside of anything close to gangbanging. You get what I'm saying? Try to speak up for a nigga, but I understood what Snoopy was saying. He explained that it's worth the watch, man. Go watch it. It was a good interview. Certain things got broken down, and you know, it's crazy because I thought Wack kind of like, that's why I say in the public he denounced certain things, right, and certain activities, but then you politic with Snoopy in the public as if you still, you know what I'm saying? But it's you just got a lot to read between the lines, basically. But the shit was, you know, I ain't gonna lie, right? I'm like, okay, nigga, I salute these two niggas getting to the bottom of their issues, right? And talking it out, like, man, and whatever have you. And Snoopy kind of like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Being a, you know, nigga, wanting to have that conversation. But then I see how, like, that kind of like backfired for Snoopy a little bit, right? And it makes me think, well, how would any other conversation or any other resolutions, right, with whacking somebody else he might have odds with, right, go? You feel me? Would it be a whole plot to kind of like dispel some of the rumors a nigga might have said about you, or things a motherfucker might have said about you while y'all was in the midst of battle, right? And you still got the, like, he went into the interview still in battle mode a little bit, right? And I'm peeping him. I'm like, damn, he's sitting there kind of like, you feel me? Trying to like, you know, like everything I said, nigga, he was playing with Snoopy a little bit, right? But Snoopy wasn't feeding into that shit. He was on some grown man shit the whole way through. And it seemed like, that's what I'm saying, it seemed like it fluctuate, nigga. Snoopy, he get on some grown man shit, then he get pulled back into the bullshit, which I could see some bullshit coming from this interview. Niggas like, nigga, you ain't nigga, you nigga, and this, that, and the third, right? But y'all niggas let me know what y'all think, man. Shit crazy, bruh.